You know I want you. It's not a secret I try to hide. You know you want me, so don't keep saying our hands are tied. You claim it's not in the cards, and fate is pulling you miles away and out of reach from me. But you're here in my heart, so who can stop me if I decide?
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Angel Alayon, one of the owners of Vieiras Lumpia. Today, me and my partner Anna Rose are going to present to you our business plan. You might be wondering what Vieiras means. Vieiras is a Spanish word for scallops, and our business is Scallops Lumpia. If you want to try and taste our product, you may visit our food stand located at Burgos Street, La Paz, Iloilo City, and we will be glad to serve you all. For inquiries and reservations, you may also contact us in our cell phone number 09158-310-568. You may also visit our Facebook page, Vieiras Lumpia. Our primary line of business is food manufacturing. And as you can see in the slide, on the upper left side is the logo of our business, Vieiras Lumpia. And on the upper right side is the logo of the Food Manufacturing Corporation that we will be buying our products, ingredients at. And on the middle is our tagline, your new favorite lumpia. So here's the background of our business. As I've said earlier, Vieiras is a Spanish word for scallops. Scallops are one of the cleanest shellfish available. They are types of shellfish eaten all over the world. They live in saltwater environment and are caught in fisheries off the coast. So the so-called adductor muscles, or the white tender meat inside their colorful shells, are edible and sold as seafood. So when prepared correctly, they have slightly sweet taste and buttery texture. That was exactly made us think and develop our product, Scallops Lumpia. Instead of ground pork or beef, we came up with this idea: why not make shredded scallops as a main ingredient in a lumpia? Aside from its unique taste, scallops are also highly nutritious and have impressive health benefits. So, we decided to pursue it. Did you know that scallops are an excellent source of several trace minerals including selenium, zinc, and copper? These minerals are important to human health, yet some people may not get enough of them. Adequate selenium intake promotes a healthy immune system and proper thyroid function. Zinc, on the other hand, is necessary for brain function and healthy growth. And copper helps protect against diabetes and heart disease. Scallops are also helpful if you're trying to lose weight. Research shows that reducing your total calorie intake while moderately increasing protein may promote weight loss. Just like, for instance, a 3 ounces or 84 grams serving of scallops provide close to 20 grams of protein for less than 100 calories. Protein helps people to feel full and satisfied, which can lead to a decrease in overall calorie intake. What's more is that it may increase metabolism and helps your body burn more calories. How about lumpia? What kind of food is this? For those who don't know, lumpia is a traditional Filipino dish similar to an egg roll, but instead filled with meat and heavier vegetables. So it is being compared to an egg roll because the filling or the ingredients are being wrapped in a thin wrapper and deep fried in a frying pan with oil. Now, Vieiras Lumpia provides consumers with lumpia that is filled with scallops and assorted vegetables such as carrots, potatoes, onions, garlic, and cheese. and wrapped and then deep fried into a crisp, delicious delicacy. Our product is being served hot and fresh, but it also gives consumers the option of buying frozen packs of lumpia that can easily be prepared at home. So Vieiras Lumpia is made to satiate the buyers with its affordable price, unique flavor, and nutritional content that other kinds of lumpia do not seem to provide. History of our business. Originally, the idea for Vieiras Lumpia came about when one of the owners, which is Ana Rose Alvarez, first learned to cook lumpia in the confines of her grandmother's small kitchen. Her grandmother had sold the dish for many years to friends and co-workers. And when she finally decided to pass on the mantle, her granddaughter Ana Rose spotted an opportunity. She saw that her community had no source of snack food that is new and is keeping up with the trend. So she decided to start a business along with her friend Angel. And on January 2020, Angel and Ana Rose, B.Ed students of Iloilo Science and Technology University, have been able to formulate a new delicacy using scallops as the main ingredient. And Vieiras Lumpia has been tested to a lot of participants within their neighborhood, and they liked it not just for its unique taste but the health benefits it contains or it can provide to the consumers. So here's the executive summary. Vieiras Lumpia is a new Ilonggo delicacy which is mostly made from scallops and assorted vegetables and cheese wrapped in a freshly made lumpia wrapper. It is deliciously cooked for customers who would pass by the busy street of Burgos, La Paz, Iloilo City. Unlike with the other typical lumpia that is mostly made of ground pork or beef, Scallops Lumpia is made favorably for those who does not only seek for a snack food but also to look for food that provides several health benefits and has new and satisfying taste. Why would I say that our business will be known for its unique taste and nutritional content? That is because Scallops Lumpia is guaranteed to have nutritious and safe ingredients such as scallops, carrots, potatoes, onions, garlic, and cheese. Aside from that, vegetable oil is what we're going to use in frying the lumpia. This line of business promotes healthy eating habits and shows support to the abundant harvest of scallops in Iloilo. The owners developed this product not just to provide new taste of lumpia, but to support the local people, especially the fishermen, to have an income from selling the scallops, which is one of their means of livelihood. Now, here's the mission of our business. First is to develop a healthier lumpia different from the typical ones. So with the various kinds of lumpia that we have today, it is our mission to develop a new kind of lumpia that is after the trend. So people nowadays, particularly millennials, are fond of discovering new things like food, and our product is not an exemption. So we are 100% sure that it will last longer, and we guarantee you that it will be available for any types of season. We are sure that people will get addicted to it and will buy it again and again. Next is to make a snack out of scallops lumpia. So unlike with the other lumpia that is only made as a main dish or a partner of rice, scallops lumpia will be served as a snack food for those people who maybe sad, angry, happy, in love, or depressed in life. Next is to meet the desired taste of the customers. So we promise to develop a product that will meet the demands of the customers when it comes to taste or flavor. Next is to support local product and contribute to the growth of income of the local market. Since most of the ingredients of our product are scallops, then we might need a lot of it. And by buying a lot of scallops, we can help to the growth of the economy. Now, the vision. Vieiras Lumpia will change the way you taste and think about a lumpia. Our main goal here is to develop a product that is different from the other ones and will change your idea of it, especially how it tastes and what health benefits it can provide you. You will surely love it and will get addicted to it. The target market. Our ideal customer is between the ages of 13 and older, who enjoys eating healthy snacks and explores new taste of food that is served hot. So our customers are typically Ilonggos and have background knowledge about scallops and how it tastes. However, he or she will have a new taste of its flavor when he or she eats the scallops lumpia. So, since our product is mostly made of fresh scallops and vegetables, its strengths are mostly helpful on the customer's health, such as it promotes a healthy immune system and proper thyroid function, maintain normal heartbeat, help prevent diabetes, and keep normal metabolism and help your body burn more calories. Vieiras Lumpia is affordable for only 15 pesos, and its unique taste will be one of the strengths of our business. The weaknesses are taste impression and low quality of scallop meat. Eating scallops lumpia may have negative taste impressions to the customers, and they may find it weird since the usual main ingredient of lumpia is ground pork or beef, but this one is scallops. The quality of the scallops meat might also affect the taste of the product. Low quality when it comes to the freshness of the meat, the tenderness, and the smell. So here are the opportunities. First is new flavors and new recipes, especially focused on health-friendly ingredients, can be introduced. Vieiras Lumpia will give new opportunity to the customers to taste new flavor of lumpia that they have never tasted before, and is considered to provide lots of health benefits. Last, introducing the quality and fresh delicacy naturally made in Iloilo. So, it is an opportunity for the Ilonggos to be known for having this unique delicacy. The threats in our business are place issues, red tide, threat from other fast food stands, and people allergic to seafood.
Red tide will be the most threatening
Issue about our business because it emerged naturally and we cannot avoid it. If it comes, it will be a big milestone for us since people are not allowed to eat any types of seafood, including scallops during this time. Also a threat to our business if our customer is not aware that he or she is allergic to seafood, and when he gets an allergy, we are accountable for it.
So, in the marketing plan, Vieiras Lumpia has conducted different tests and evaluations for both primary and secondary market research. This was mainly conducted by comparing prices and advertising methods with competitors, such as learning that while the prices of most frozen lumpia are cheaper in stores, Vieiras Lumpia has superior quality that rationalize the reasonable price and nutritional content. And finding that mode, the Vieiras Lumpia tend to attend their customers face to face. So in some of the other businesses, lumpia businesses, they tend to attend their customers by the help of the waitress. So the customers are facing or attended by the waitress and other assistants of that businesses. So that's why the customers are giving a negative feedback or lower feedback to that business. So unlike the others, Vieiras Lumpia tend to attend the customers face to face because the Vieiras Lumpia is owned by the owners itself, and only one staff are attending the customers. So that's why customers and the owners itself have more interaction to the business. Lumpia makes the customers as the most important part of the business. Vieiras Lumpia believe that if there is no customers, or if your customers are not happy in your business, so your business will not be successful. So that's why customers bring success and luck in the business. They are the most important part of the business. You have to remember that. Why are the other businesses needs an assistant or waitress? Because the waitress and assistants are the second hand of the owners. In the Vieiras Lumpia, we need an assistant or waitress in our business, because they can help us if one of the owners are not available. The waitress are the one who will serve and brings enjoyment to the customers. They will entertain their customers, so that's why the customers will be happy. Also, they are the one who will take the orders of the customers. So the customers will not be angry for the long period of time they are waiting in the stall. So the waitress will be the one who will get their order and will be the one who will serve their order. So it will make easier for the owner to entertain their customers very fast. So next is the product. In the Vieiras Lumpia, the lumpia in the Vieiras, the scallops lumpia itself, is a delicious hot dish that can be served at any party and set alongside by center as an appetizer and side dish as well. It can also be a finger food. The customers will not need the spoon and fork to eat the lumpia. You can eat it on your finger, and it is easier to eat. And it is also convenient. You don't need a spoon and fork, what I said. So there are a number of sauces that they can dip into, bringing yet another avenue of income as the owner sells those smaller packages. So the customers will pick what they want their lumpia to be dipped in a sauce. We have three different choices of sauce. First is the sweet taste sauce, the spicy, and if they want their sauce to be more like garlic taste, we have that one. So we have three choices of sauce. So the customers will be the one who will dip their lumpia in the sauce. So they have their choices, and this business of ours, this is our pay as you order roll. This time, I will show to you the video that we've made our lumpia. This is the finished product of the Vieiras Lumpia or scallops lumpia. So let's watch it.
너는 내 삶에 다시 뜬 햇빛 어린 시절 내 꿈들의 재림 모르겠어 이 감정이 뭔지 혹시 여기도 꿈속에
So Next is the place. This Vieiras Lumpia is located in Burgos Street, La Paz, Iloilo City, between the two biggest university in the La Paz, the Iloilo Science and Technology University and the St. Therese University. In these two universities, in our Vieiras Lumpia, mostly our customers will be the students. And these students will pass by in our stall and they will see this stall. They will buy our lumpia. Next is our promotion. In our promotion, we targeted that in the month of January, we have a promotion every January because of the occasion of Chinese New Year. That we know every Filipino Chinese people buys lumpia every Chinese New Year. They put their lumpia in the table as part of their dish in a Chinese New Year. So we made a promotion on that month that if they buy 20 pieces of lumpia, they will get 5 pieces for free. And that's our promotion in the month of January, and that is every month of January. Next is the packaging. As you can see, our packaging has two types of packaging. The first one is the paper plate packaging and the next is the paper bag. So our packaging is in the paper plate. If the customers will dine in or if the customers will buy in a takeout order, the paper plate will accommodate only 5 pieces and below of the lumpia. And the paper bag, if the customers are taking an takeout order, we will put their lumpia in the paper bag so it is convenient for them if how many of lumpia they will buy. And our packaging is made of paper product. And we made this our packaging as a paper product because we want to help our Mother Earth. It is an eco-friendly because it's made of paper, like what I've said. And it can easily decompose and it can be a fertilizer if they want to throw their package of the lumpia. In our packaging, there is a logo of our business, the Vieiras Lumpia itself, and the contact information and the location is indicated in the logo. So next is the process. In the process of Vieiras Lumpia, it follows a standard procedure in cooking and serving like most fast food businesses are doing. After wrapping the ingredients in a lumpia wrapper, it will be put in the refrigerator to keep it fresh and cool. As the customers walked and ordered for many scallops, lumpia they want, the chef will have to deep fry it right away. Through this, the food will be served hot for the customers. It is a pay-as-you-order rule in the business, and the customers have the option to either take their orders out or eat their orders in the stall. Takeout orders are packed in a convenient paper bag with a logo, like what I've said, of the business. And for those who would dine in, their orders will be put in a paper plate with a logo as well. After paying, the customers can have their seats and feel the cozy ambience of the place while waiting for their order. Once the food is done frying, the cashier will place it over the counter where the customers are seated at. The cashier is trained to politely ask the customers if what he or she have brought is the exact amount of lumpia he or she have ordered. The cashier will then say thank you once the customers leave. So, in the pay as you order, we will not fry the lumpia we will not fry the lumpia if the customers are not paying yet. So, the customers will pay first so that we can cook their lumpia. So, in our business requirement, we have an organizational chart. Our type of business, it is a partnership type of business. So there is two owners in the Vieiras Lumpia. These owners are Ana Rose Alvarez and Angel B. Alayon. And these owners have only one staff. This one staff will be the one who will serve and attending and taking out the orders of the customers. So this staff member will be the second hand of the owners if one of the owners are absent in that stall. So the staff will be the one to assist and give a hand. So next we will discuss is the financial analysis. And the financial analysis, we will discuss the income statement, the cash flow, and the balance sheet. First, we will discuss is the income statement. The income statement in the month of January, it is the first month we've sold our lumpia. So in the first month of the year 2020, in the month of January, we have the overall sales of 42,000 pesos. So where we get this 42,000 pesos? So in this 42,000 pesos, we are selling our lumpia every day in 150 pieces. So in that 150 pieces, we've sold only the 100 pieces. So in the 100 pieces, we will times it in 15 pesos in a retail price. And it will be times in a 1 month of January. So we get the 42,000. So in the 42,000 will be minus by the sales return. In the sales return, we have the 21,000. So where we get this 21,000 pesos? So we get this 21,000 pesos in a sales return. So like what I've said, we are selling our lumpia every day in 150 pieces. And at 150 pieces, 100 pieces are sold, and there is 50 pieces have not been sold. So that's our sales return every day in a month of January. So in this month, we have 50 pieces of sales return, and this 50 pieces will be times by 15 pesos of our retail price of our lumpia, and it will be times for the 1 month of January, and we get the 21,000 of our sales return. So in our overall sales of 42,000 pesos will be minus by the sales return of 21,000 pesos, and we get only 26,000 pesos, and that is the net sales. So in the net sales, we have 26,000 pesos will be minus by the cost of goods that we've sold every day. So in the cost of goods, it composed of ingredients and packaging. In the ingredients, we are buying our ingredients every day at a cost of 400 pesos every day. So that 400 pesos will be times by 7 of the 1 week, and it will also times by 4 and for the 1 month of January, and we get the month of January of our ingredients is 11,200 pesos. And the next is the packaging. In the packaging, we are buying our packaging every day for the cost of 200 pesos. So in the 200 pesos, we times it in 7 because we have 7 days in a 1 week, and times 4 because the month of January has 4 weeks, so we will times it 4, and we get the total of cost of goods that we've sold in the month of January is 16,800. So the net sales of 26,000 pesos will be minus in the cost of goods that we've sold for the month of January by 16,800, and we only get the monthly profit of 4,200 pesos. That is the amount that remain in our sales, and but that amount will be minus by the operating expenses. In that operating expenses, we have the utilities. In that utilities, we have only the electricity bill. So in that electricity bill, every month we are paying our electricity bill by 2,300 pesos. So our total expense in operating expenses will be 2,300. And that 2,300 in the monthly profit of 4,200 will be minus in a total expense of 2,300, and we get the 1,900 pesos. So, next income statement is in the month of February to June. We have 5 months in this income statement. And the overall sales of February to June, we have 231,000 pesos. And this 231,000 pesos, we get this because we've sold 110 pieces of lumpia every day in the month of February to June. So in the 110, we will times it at 15 pesos in our retail price and times by 5 months because February to June, it is a 5 month. So we get 231,000 pesos. And this 231,000 pesos will also minus in the sales return. In a sales return, we have a sales return of 40 pieces of lumpia. And that 40 pieces will be times by 15 pesos of our retail price and will be times also by the 5 months of February to June. So we get the 84,000 pesos of sales return. So in the overall sales of 231,000 pesos will be minus in a sales return of 84,000 pesos, and we get the net sales of 147,000 pesos. And that 147,000 pesos of net sales will be minus in the cost of goods that we've sold every day in the month of February to June. That is 5 months. In the cost of goods sold, we are again have the ingredients in the packaging. Like what I've said, ingredients, we are buying our ingredients in amount of 400 pesos every day. So 400 pesos will be times in a 7 because 1 week have 7 days, so we will times it to 7, and we will be times in a 4 because every month to have 4 weeks, and it will also times and 5 because of February to June because it's that 5 months. So we will get 56,000 pesos for 1 month for ingredients. So next is the packaging. In the packaging, like what I've said also, we are buying our packaging every month for the amount of 200 pesos. And at 200 pesos will be times in a 7 by 1 week of the month, and will be times by 4 because every month has 4 weeks, and will be times by 5 because of. So this remaining monthly profit, we have 63,000 pesos. And this 63,000 pesos will be minus by the operating expenses of utility, and this operating expenses is the utilities only. And this utilities, like what I've said, we are paying our bill, electricity bill for every month for amount of 2,300 pesos. And this 2,300 pesos will be times by 5 to the February to June, month of February to June. So in the month of February to June, we have the total expense of 13,800 pesos. So in the remaining monthly profit that we have 63,000 pesos will be minus in the operating expenses of 13,800 pesos. And the remaining monthly profit that we get in that month will be drawn by the owner and 50%, and the another 50% will go to the next market or the next monthly next market selling of our business. So next income statement is the amount in the month of July to December. In the month of July and December, we have the overall sales of 302,800 pesos. And that 302,800 pesos, we sold our lumpia every day in 120 pieces every day. So that 120 pieces will be times by 15 of the retail price that we have, and that times by 15, and it will be times by 6 of the 6 months of January to December. And that overall sales that we have 302,800 pesos will be minus by the net by the sales return of 75,000 pesos. In the 75,000 pesos, our sales return every day has about 30 pieces only every day, and the 30 pieces will be times by 15 in our retail price and will be times by 6 in the 6 months of July to December. And we get the net sales of 226,800 pesos. So, in the 226,800 pesos will be minus by the cost of goods that we sold. In this cost of goods that we sold, we have the ingredients, packaging, and we added the labor now. Because in ingredients, we are buying our ingredients every day for 100 pesos will be times by 6 in the 67,200 pesos. In the packaging, we are buying our packaging in the 200 pesos every day and we got 33,600 pesos. So we add the labor expenses. In this month of July to December, we hired our waitress in this time. So we are paying their labor for every month. We are paying 2,000 pesos, and the 2,000 pesos will be times by 6 and we get 12,000 pesos. So the overall cost of goods that we've sold is 112,800 pesos. This 112,800 pesos in the net sales of 226,800 pesos will be minus in the cost of goods that we've sold of 112,800 pesos, and we have the remaining monthly profit of 114,000 pesos. So this remaining monthly profit that we have, 114,000 pesos, will be minus by the operating expenses, right? So in this operating expenses, we have the utilities. Like what I've said, we are paying the electricity bill every month for the amount of 2,300 pesos. So this 2,300 pesos will be times by 6 months and we get the 16,500 pesos. So in the 16,500 pesos, in the remaining monthly profit that we have 114,000 pesos will be minus in a total expense of 16,500, and the remaining monthly profit of that will be drawn by the owners in 25% this time. So in this 25% will be drawn by the owners, and they will distribute it equally, and the remaining 75% of the remaining monthly profit will go to the next market. A cash flow of January 2020 to December 2020, it is the cash flow of Vieiras Lumpia. In the month of January, in the cash flow, we have the sales and the expenses. And the expenses is the cost of goods that we've sold, the labor, the utilities, and the total cash flow. First is in the month of January, we have the sales of 42,000 pesos. And the cost of goods that we've sold, we have the 16,800 pesos every month. And the labor, we don't have any labor fee here, so we have 0 expenses. In the utilities, we have the electricity bill, and the total cash flow of the month of January to January is 22,900 pesos. Where did we get this 22,900 pesos? In this 22,000 pesos, we get this in the sales of 42,000 pesos and minus the cost of goods that we sold and the utilities, and we get the 22,900 pesos. In the month of January, we have the sales of 46,200 pesos. And we have the cost of goods that we've sold our amount by 16,800. 16,800. And we don't have any labor here, labor fee. And next we go to the utilities. We have the utilities of 2,300 pesos. And this total cash flow, we have 27,100. In the month of February, we have the sales of 46,200 will be minus by the cost of goods in the utilities, and we get that 27,100. And this month of February will be remained up to the month of June, because the month of February to June, we have the same amount of pieces of lumpia that we've sold every day. So we have the same cash flow for the month of February to June. So let's go to the month of July to December. In the month of July, we have the sales of 50,466 pesos. And it will be minus by the cost of goods that we've sold for amount of 16,800. And we have a labor fee here. We hired a waiter in this month of January and goes in the month of December. So we have a labor fee for 2,000 pesos and the utilities for the amount of 2,300. And the sales of this July of 50,466 will be minus by the cost of goods, labor fees, and the utilities, and we get that 29,366 pesos. And this month of July will goes up to December. July to December, we have the same cash flow because we've sold our lumpia and the same amount of pieces every day. So we get the same cash flow for the month of July to December like the month of February to June. So the total sales that we have for the 1 year is about 575,800 pesos. And this 575,800 pesos will be minus by the cost of goods that we've sold for about the amount of 201,600 pesos. And the labor fees of 12,000 pesos. And the utilities is 27,600 pesos. And we get the 334,600 pesos. So that is the cash flow of Vieiras Lumpia and a financial analysis. So next we go to the another financial analysis is the balance sheet. We will discuss the assets, liabilities, and the owner's equity of the Vieiras Lumpia. So in the current asset, we have the cash, inventory, equipment, and the prepaid expense. In the cash, we have a cash. These two owners, Anna Rose and Angel, we have a cash in our credit cards. In Angel, she has 10,000 pesos in his credit card, and Anna Rose have 15,000 in her credit card, and these two owners have 25,000 overall in the cash. So in the inventory, in the sales, the overall sales of the Vieiras Lumpia and their profit, overall profit, they have 181,200 pesos. And their equipment, they have the equipment, the amount of 1,600 pesos. This equipment they have is the electric gas stove. They have the electric gas stove for it is their current, they consider it as a current assets. So next is the prepaid expense. They have the prepaid expense. This expense is their rent fee. And this rent fee they paid the rent fee advance, and they paid it full payment before they put their stall in that place. So they paid their rent advance for the amount of 60,000 pesos. So for the whole year, they haven't paid their rent because they paid their rent in advance. So they put it in a current asset. So this is considered as their assets. So their total current assets is 267,800 pesos. And Vieiras Lumpia, they don't have liabilities. They don't have loans and mortgage to total in the liabilities. So they don't have, period. And in their owner's equity, they have 267,800 pesos. Where did they get this 267,800 pesos? They get this in their total current assets. And their total liabilities and owner's equity, they have 267,800 pesos. The 267,800 pesos is gained in a current assets because the Vieiras Lumpia has no liabilities, so the owner's equity has no minuses or balances, so they have the full current asset as their owner's equity, so they have 267,800 pesos.
너는 내 삶에 다시 뜬 햇빛 어린 시절 내 꿈들의 재림 모르겠어 이 감정이 뭔지 혹시 여기도 꿈속인 건지 꿈은 사막의 푸른 신기루 내 깊은 곳에 아프리오리 숨이 막힐 듯이 행복해져 주변이 점점 더 투명해져 저기 멀리서 바다가 들려 꿈을 건너서 숲을 넘어라 선명해지는 그곳으로 가 Take my hands now You are the cause of my euphoria 지워진 꿈을 찾아 헤맸어